anger, sadness, confusion, hopelessness, and I remind myself it's part of our grief.
Family and friends of Arlington pastor Clint Dobson are still coming to grips with his murder. Today they gathered for support and to say goodbye to the beloved pastor. Pastor Dobson was murdered during a robbery at North Point Baptist Church in Arlington last Thursday. And while many in attendance today are still trying to figure out why his life was taken so soon, they say they take comfort in the fact his memory will live on. Here's CBS 11's Melissa Newton.
Clint Dobson's life was lived well.
He was thoughtful, curious, caring, and intelligent.
He loved his family. He loved his friends.
Nearly 1,500 people gathered to say goodbye to a 28-year-old pastor whose life and death left an impact. But those who knew Clint Dobson chose not to focus on why or how his life ended, but on who he was and still is.
We're not going to talk about why. Why is too hard.
We do not ask you for answers because even if we had them, our hearts would still ache in our chests.
As a congregation and a family try to make sense of the tragic crime that took Dobson from them, they're remembering him with fond words and loving stories, recounting his quirky character and playful personality.
It didn't matter what you were doing with Clint. He could get very into it, and it would be fun as a result.
But above all, Dobson will forever be remembered for his love, first for God and then for his wife Laura.
Our little girl was in the arms of a man who would protect her, love her, honor her for the rest of her life.
The last year of Clint's life was the happiest that I've ever seen Clint.
I have no doubt that last Thursday, when Clint passed from this side to the other side of eternity, some of the first words he heard were from his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and they were these: "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
Thank you for showing your love to Clint and to us.
A love that lives on, even in death. Melissa Newton, CBS 11 News.
Pastor Dobson's assistant, 67-year-old Judy Elliott, was severely beaten during the robbery. She is still hospitalized. Arlington police have 2 men in custody who they say are responsible for the attacks. Stephen LeWayne Nelson and Anthony Springs are charged with capital murder and attempted murder.